welcome to my round 5 review. I only scored 629, but that was still good enough to get me into the top 11% for this round, and I went up over 1,000 in the ranks, so that was good too. I'll go on to my team so we can see how I went. So Mitch Marsh was a great captaincy option again for me. Since coming to the BBL this year, he's been huge with both the bat and the ball. He looked like he was set to get an even bigger score, like possibly another 100 or something against the Renegades, but because the Renegades posted such a small total for the Scorchers to chase, he ran out of time. So he got just 98, which I mean is still a really good score. Unfortunately though, for the Scorchers, Patterson was still injured. I don't know a heap of specific information about his recovery from his injury, but yeah, I'm hoping he should come in next round, so I'm going to hold him because obviously he has a really low break even and he's had a pretty good start to the season. What Patterson being out did allow me to do though was loophole Hughes. So I think he scored a 50 and went at almost 200 strike rate. So that was really good for me, and I'm definitely glad I held on to him because even though he went down a heap, now he's going to come back up, and I would reckon with one more big score, I reckon he could even get to 100k. Then obviously we can sell him, and he obviously wasn't the best pick, but he wasn't a disaster as he was looking like he could be. A big problem though this round was Bartlett. He didn't play. I think he was dropped from the side. And I mean, when I see him play, right, he's usually, I think he's one of their best bowlers for the Heat. So I think it was a really strange decision to drop him. So hopefully next round he can come in for Guthrie, because Guthrie was pretty bad. He took no wickets last game, and he was pretty bad in the field. Also, Kuhneman, potentially he could come in for him. But yeah, Kuhneman did get a 3 for last game, so yeah, I don't know. With a double, I reckon it's definitely worth holding Bartlett, so yeah. Anyway, we'll get on to my trades. I'm going to trade Short and Garton, because both of their break-evens are now higher than their projected score, so they're not going to make me any more money. Also, Garton hasn't been looking that great for the last few games. He's been pretty expensive, and has bowled a few loose deliveries, so yeah, definitely looking to get him out. It was definitely a hard decision for my next person to get out, but yeah, I've decided on Philippe. He's definitely the best keeper, in the whole game, wicket keeper, for that position. But I think he's had a few bad games, and if he has one more bad game, he could potentially lose 50k, because obviously that's how high he's really high in price at the moment. So I think what I'm gonna do is just bank the 250k that he's made for me, and maybe trade him back in, after he's gone down. Yeah, that way I just save a bit of cash. And I mean, in say AFL Supercoach, I probably would hold on to him, but in BBL Supercoach, when you've got so many trades, yeah, I don't think it's a big deal just to trade him out, trade him back in a few rounds. Also, there's not a heap of other good options that I feel like I can trade out this round, and obviously I want to do as many trades as possible so I can get in as many Heat and Hurricanes as possible for their doubles. So yeah, that's why I'm trading him out. So the players that I'm going to get in is going to be, the first guy I'm going to get in is going to be Steckity. So since coming back from the Australia A side, he has been insane. We'll see what his average is here. He's been averaging 100 for those 2 games. So yeah, definitely we'll get him in for the double, should be a good captaincy option. The next player I'm going to get in is Wade. So he's always looking to get a fast start, at the start of the innings, with the power play and stuff. so that should be really good for your strike rate bonus. It's also opening the batting is always a good thing, and the extra points that he gets behind the stumps also a bonus as well. So we'll get him in. This next position, this next selection was a pretty difficult decision for me. So like if you have any suggestions, I'd definitely want to hear them, because I'm still not 100% sure on this pick. So I think it was between McDermott. So now that he's been promoted up to open the batting, I think he could be pretty good for the Hurricanes. And also Ben Duckett, who found form last week, and I think he scored 133. And now as a result of that, he's got a really low break even of just -18. So I'm gonna go for McDermott, I think. Even though I do now have the top 3 batters for the Hurricanes, I just think Duckett, he's only really played that one good innings, and I think he played it down, was it Blundstone Arena, where one of the boundaries square is really tiny, which obviously really suits his game. And yeah, I'm not really sure how he's going to go on other grounds, and for example, he plays at the Gabba for his first game next round, pretty bouncy pitches, and for an English import, I'm not sure how he's going to deal with that. He hasn't done that well with that so far. So yeah, I think I'll just go for McDermott there. But yeah, obviously, as I said before, if you have some suggestions, I'm still not exactly sold on McDermott, so yeah, I'd be happy to take any advice that you can comment down below. So anyway, I'm just going to do my captaincy. I think a lot of people might be going for Wade or McDermott with a VC. I'm going to go for Short, even though he hasn't been batting that well, and he did go get demoted down to 3 in the batting order. I still think just because he can bowl, that should add to give him a really good ceiling if he does play well. So I can take that. And if he probably will be a bit of a pod of a VC option because of that. So yeah, that'd be good if he can get a huge score, like we know he can, from other years. He's done it before so many times. So yeah, and then the obvious captaincy option is Steckity. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not really a ton sure what I'm going to do for my loopholes, but yeah, obviously Renshaw's playing first for the strikers. So if he plays well, obviously sub Connolly on. So yeah, that's basically it. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment if you have any advice, or questions or anything. Thanks for watching.